my senior year, made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-Hawks. I said the K-Hawks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good almost afternoon to everyone as we welcome you to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. And we are just about ready for some boys varsity soccer action. It'll be the first varsity live game here at Kahok Stadium in 505 days. I am Todd Duke. Brett Borm will be along to join us here in a little while as we get you set for this varsity contest between Collinsville and Belleville West. Last game played here was a football game. That was back on October the 25th of 2019. A 28-0 loss on the final game of the year for your football K-Hawks to Centralia. So here we are in 2021 now, and we're ready for some boys soccer action for you. The JV game just ended a little while ago. Collinsville came out on top of that one by a score of 2-0. A penalty kick by Hugo Gonzalez in the first half, and then a goal by Kevin Figueroa in the second half was all that Collinsville needed, and they win 2-0. Probably could have been 5-0, but some outstanding goalkeeping by Wyatt Coughlin of Belleville West kept that game to 2-0. So K-Hawks come into this one as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show, brought to you by Chiropractic Works and my friend Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. K-Hawks and the Belleville West Maroons come in at 0-1. Rob Lugge is the coach of the Collinsville K-Hawks. Rob Thornberry the coach of Belleville West. Kahawks are coming off of a 3-2 loss at Edwardsville on Tuesday. 2-2 tie after regulation and 2 10-minute overtime periods. And then the penalty kick phase came along, and Collinsville scored 4 in the penalty kick phase, but Edwardsville scored 5, and thus a 3-2 loss for Collinsville, and that's why they start 0-1. Belleville West, they're 0-1 also. They are coming off of their home opener, which is a 3-0 loss on Tuesday night to O'Fallon. O'Fallon had a goal in the first half and 2 goals in the second half for that victory for the Panthers. So both teams looking for their first victory. Of course, Belleville West looking for their first goal. Collinsville had a couple of goals in that loss at Edwardsville, and we'll tell you more about that one as we move along here, and we'll pass along the starting 11 for each side after we take our first time out here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium, getting ready for some varsity boys soccer here as Belleville West visits your Collinsville Kahawks. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we bring in now Brett Borm. Brett is a former Kahawk soccer player, 1993 graduate, played on back-to-back years of the state championship Collinsville Kahawk soccer teams of 91 and 92. And welcome once again here, Brett Borm. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Todd. It's good to be back here wearing the purple and white with the Kahawks.
So tell us a little bit more about your playing time here at Collinsville. Not bad, state championships in 91 and 92, eh?
Not too bad, not too bad. I was fortunate enough to be the backup goalkeeper for the '91 state championship team, and was fortunate enough then to, on my senior year, become the starter and go back-to-back state champions for the Kahawks.
Not an easy task, is it?
No, sir, not at all.
All right, so we welcome Brett into our Kahawk Sports Network family. He's going to be joining us throughout the year on some boys soccer telecasts. A little bit about your family, sir. Tell us about your family.
Sure. So I grew up playing soccer, like most kids of the 70s and 80s. Grew up playing soccer with the Collinsville Area Soccer Association. Transferred to Collinsville United soccer program, which then became the Metro United program, which is now St. Louis Scott Gallagher. My wife, she was a Lady Kahawk soccer player for legendary coach Dina Wallace. We have 2 kids. One is a freshman now. Just finished playing the JV game, dressing for the varsity. And I have a 8th grade daughter who hopefully will be playing next year for Coach Deej.
Nice. All right. Well, we welcome you and we welcome your family. And we'll look forward to some great commentary as we continue through this boys soccer season.
Well,
a little bit about Collinsville's first game. Jimmy Crowder, he nets his first goal ever as a varsity player and gets an assist on the Yahir Figueroa goal. Yahir, by the way, was the one returning starter that had the most goals for Collinsville after Collinsville graduated 12 seniors last year. Yahir only had 4 goals last year, but of the returning starters, he had the most coming back. And freshman Sam Garofalo had an assist on the Figueroa goal. Carter Wagner played all 100 minutes in that first game against Edwardsville on Tuesday night. He took the loss at 0-1. On the other side, backup goalkeeper from last year, Quinn Van Horn for Belleville West, will get the start in between the pipes tonight for the Belleville West Maroons. Last year, 208 minutes for Quinn Van Horn. He was 1-1 with 5 goals allowed, a goals against average of 1.92, and he made 14 saves and a save percentage of just a little over 73%. So you know a little bit about what we know. I have some history to pass along to you about these 2 teams a little bit later on as we have some downtime during this live stream broadcast. But right now, they're getting ready to introduce the players and play the national anthem. So we will take our final break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting 11 for each team, and then we'll get things going here. Collinsville taking on Belleville West. Varsity boys soccer action comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahawk Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service. whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. And once again, welcome back to Kahawk Stadium here at Collinsville High School. We are just about ready to get this varsity game going between Collinsville and Belleville West. Here are your starters for Belleville West. You will find on the field Blake Goodman, a forward who is a senior, Mikey Hoffman, a freshman midfielder, Ethan Ellis, a junior midfielder, Canyon Schmidt, a junior midfielder, Alex Stogner, a junior defenseman. Also on defense is Oscar Bilzing. He is a sophomore. Ian Petrie, a defender who is a freshman. Caleb Bilzing, a sophomore midfielder. And Zach Bilzing, a defensive senior. And in goal for Belleville West is the aforementioned Quinn Van Horn, and he is a junior. Collinsville will counter with Carter Wagner in goal, the senior trying to pick up his first win on the varsity side here in 2021. In front of him, you'll find freshman Dane Compton, senior Efren Lopez, freshman Trey Peterson, senior Tag Baker, Brendan Shiragi, the senior defenseman, Yahir Figueroa, who already has a goal on the year, a senior midfielder, Landon Mahat, a freshman midfielder, Luis Fernandez, a senior forward, Jackson Perrell, a junior defenseman, and Jimmy Crowder, a sophomore midfielder, as we are just about ready to go. 40 minutes up on the clock. Belleville West is the visiting team. They are in white. Their numbers are in maroon colors on the fronts and the backs. Collinsville, the home team, they are wearing the purple uniforms, and their numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys are in white. We are underway. Collinsville will have the wind at their back as it's coming in from north to south. That would be from the left to the right as you're viewing us, and it's gusting at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, and we'll see how much of an effect the wind has on us here as we get underway. Kahawks trying to bring the ball up. Here is Figueroa at midfield, loses the ball, and West counters, and they'll head back the other direction. Here is Mikey Hoffman, who saw some significant playing time in that JV game. Some of these guys might be a little tired.
Looks like Coach Loogie is electing to go with another young starting lineup. Got 3 freshmen in the game, start the game. That's a little unusual, but there's some good players in that group, and Coach Loogie is showing the confidence in them.
Both sides have a number of freshmen playing in this game, so we'll see these guys mature before our eyes over the next few years.
Absolutely. Future's bright.
Yep, it sure is. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Jimmy Crowder. Crowder had a goal, his first goal as a varsity Kahawk in that loss against Edwardsville on Tuesday night. And that shot goes well over everything and out of bounds. And Quinn Van Horn, the goalkeeper for Belleville West, wearing the pink jersey down here on the south end of the field. We'll put the ball back into play as he'll send it over to Zach Bilsing. And then over on the far side it goes as Belleville West tries to bring it up. Carter Wagner, the goalkeeper for Collinsville, wearing the all-black uniform, number in white trim down the sides, and he's got on some white and black goalie gloves as well. Here's Figueroa at midfield. Sends the ball up, and back to the defense it goes to Dane Compton. Compton, the freshman, sends it up. Had a little bit of a wind help behind him that one because that one went far away. And unfortunately, Luis Fernandez couldn't settle the ball down for any kind of an offensive push. Here at midfield is Figueroa again. He almost gets tripped up. And Belleville West comes away with the ball. Ball off of the top of the head of Trey Peterson. And then out of bounds. A throw-in will be coming here on this near side, down where the corner kick takes place, or near it. And it'll be Kenyon Schmidt who will throw the ball in here for Belleville West. I don't think I've ever heard the first name Canyon before. Pretty cool.
I can't say that I have either, Tom.
Yeah. Ball comes out front, and Figueroa gets a head on it and sends it back out. And Collinsville will try to work it up on offense. Up to Figueroa. Nice pass from Jackson Perrell. Now Figueroa looking for a little help as well. And Mahat comes through the middle. No offside call, but the ball ends up getting away. And now they do call a late offside call.
I really like the patience that the Kahawks are showing thus far at the early onset of this game. They're showing some patience, distributing the ball out of the back, working it around, letting the ball do the work. It's kind of contrary to what I saw in the Edwardsville game, where they were playing a little bit more, north and south type game. And the more they use their width, I think it's to their advantage. Looks like we got a free kick coming here.
We do. A free kick coming from about 25 yards away. So Belleville West will set up their wall just inside the 18-yard box, and it looks like it's going to be Landon Mahat who might take the kick, or Yahir Figueroa. Both of them are out there. Looks like Figueroa is lining it up, but we'll see. It's Mahat, and Mahat, hot shot that takes a real quick one-skip bounce into the hands of Quinn Van Horn, and he smothers it up before any rebound can come out.
That's a tough ball to handle on that short hop for the goalkeeper. Did a really nice job.
So West survives a free kick from about 25 yards away, and Van Horn sends it over to the far side. Collinsville applying some defensive pressure and trying to steal that ball away. And now everybody's got their hands up looking for a whistle, but no whistles to be found. Jackson Perrell comes in. Now Yahir Figueroa with it on the left wing. Deeper inside the left side, and it's offside again, and it is offside again. Wow, must have been just barely.
Just barely. Looked like maybe a step or two. Collinsville's got to do a much better job of checking their shoulders, see where their defensive players are lined up. Make sure they stay on sides.
So once again, it'll be Zach Bilzing who will take care of the restart here. And he kicks it into that wind, and that wind dies it pretty traumatically here. That ball was probably going to be well into the offensive zone of Belleville West until the wind gets a hold of it.
Yeah, that thing died as soon as it hit the air.
Sure did. Far side sideline is where play takes place. And over there, trying to battle the ball away is Efren Lopez against his counterpart, Blake Goodman. And Collinsville has a throw-in. Peril will take care of it in front of the West bench.
I like the battle Mahat's showing there in the middle. He's small in stature, but he can play a chippy game when he needs to.
Ball comes down and ricocheted off a couple of Belleville West defenders, so they'll just send it up the sideline. And over on the far side, Efren Lopez makes sure that ball stays in. Now over to Compton, who sends it over this way, and that is Braden Shiragi. Shiragi sends it up the near side sideline. Belleville West sends it right back. Shiragi's going to get it, and it's going to go off of, I don't know about that either. Goes off of Goodman, they say, and Collinsville gets the throw in, but Belleville West gets the ball back, and there is Goodman bringing it up this near side sideline. He tries to thread a pass up the way for Mikey Hoffman, but it gets past Hoffman, and then Shiragi will just send it back to Wagner. And Wagner will pop it up into the chest of Figueroa. In the middle of the field, Figueroa gets it back. Puts on a couple of nice moves and sends it over.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he is.
The Edwardsville game was a game that my first opportunity watching Braden Shiragi play center back. I was quite impressed. I think he showed some great senior leadership, and he's going to need to continue doing that throughout the year, especially with going with such a young lineup and having a freshman center back partner. I think he did a great job in the Edwardsville game.
Yeah, he had a very good year last year as well. 33.5 to go. Throw-in comes for Belleville West and skips off of a head and off of the foot of Figueroa. Will do it all over again. Goodman throws it toward the middle. Jackson Peril ping-pongs off a head and gets the return ball as well off of a head. And then Figueroa, trying to find Luis Fernandez, who is coming up the middle. Now a race for the ball over on the far side by Jimmy Crowder. Crowder turns the corner on that left wing deep, sends it up into the middle, and it's all goal off of the leg of Tag Baker. Tag Baker gets his first goal of the year for the Collinsville Kahawks, and the Kahawks are out front 1-0.
That play starts with Jimmy Crowder keeping the ball in bounds on that left flank. He's able to beat that right back of his, send a quality service into the middle, and Tag Baker is able to put it home.
Nice job by the senior Tag Baker. 32-58 left to play.
It's exactly what Collinsville needed to start building confidence and getting a lead, take control of the game from this point forward.
Just saw his mom down there for the first time. I didn't get to see her at all during the basketball games because Tag wasn't playing basketball this year, but Stacy McComb is down there watching her son play, and a whistle on the play will send the ball back to Belleville West.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a bigger supporter of Kahawk sports than Miss Baker.
I hear you. She is a fixture in that gym, especially during the Prairie Farm Holiday Basketball Tournament. She volunteered and helped out and then went up into the stands and rooted for her kids to play. Zane, of course, at K-State, helping out the basketball team there as a manager. And I hope Zane got to see his brother score the first goal here at Kahawk Stadium since the 2019 season. How about that?
Zane Baker actually helped these freshmen for summer workouts this summer, put them through stringent summer workouts, trying to get them ready for what they had hoped to be the start of their freshman season.
Yeah. We know how that story ends.
Yeah.
Here's a nice ball put all the way up into the box, and a Jimmy Crowder will turn, trying to get his defender off of him, and he was all over him the whole way. There's a shot that was partially blocked out front. Now Figueroa tries to track it down. He can't. Belleville West does, and the Maroons, they bring it up. 31.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Nice play by Trey Peterson, the freshman. Gets it back to Shiragi. Shiragi will send it all the way back to Compton, and Compton at midfield sends the ball up the sideline.
Trey Peterson's a player to watch in the back for the next 4 years. Very strong, skilled right back.
Here's another chance for Tag Baker. He's in the box. He puts one high and wide, and I believe that might have been partially tipped, but nope. I'm going to say Baker did it all by himself, or else that would have resulted in a corner kick instead. So Collinsville will give the ball back to Belleville West, and it'll be another restart here for defenseman Zach Bilzing. Already opportunities left and right here for Collinsville on the offensive side of the ball. That was the same thing that the JVers were doing. They controlled most of the offensive play in that JV game. Here's Figueroa. Figueroa gets taken to the cleaners by a couple of defenders there, and now those defenders will try to work the ball up. Here is Oscar Bilzing. There's 3 Bilzings on this team.
Good luck keeping up with that, Todd.
Yeah, they got an Oscar, a Caleb, and a Zach. Now, Belleville West moving the ball up. Colin Reeb. And then Reeb sends it all the way up over the head of Efren Lopez. And then a nice job by Compton to get there before number 9, Sam Karatonis, could get there.
Colin Reeb for the Belleville West squad is a player to watch. He's going to be an offensive threat for them and probably create some havoc for the Collinsville Kahok defense throughout the game.
All the way over to get the ball is Kenyon Schmidt. He'll be the one throwing it in right at the end of the Collinsville bench. Sunshine has been trying to peek through these clouds, and we've gotten a couple of glimpses of some filtered sunshine, but nothing really major, and it stays a little bit chilly. Cheerleaders are here. We have the student body section here. We have parents. We have visiting parents. It's almost like a real game.
Almost.
Almost. Oh, there's a nice catch by Carter Wagner off of a header by Belleville West. And Wagner, a nice job there to keep this game in his team's favor, 1-0.
It's great to see purple and white in the stands again, Tom.
It is. It's great to be here, and all we need to do is get past this and get rid of these players out there wearing masks. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
I'm sure they would like it.
I'm sure they would like to be able to breathe some clean air while they're doing it.
I'm telling you. Yeah, you know, I kind of understood the players wearing masks in basketball because you're indoors, but, man, you're out here in the wide open. I don't really think masks are necessary, but I'm not the one making the rules. Here is Compton over on the far side. He's chasing the ball down and trying to get it up to his teammate Landon Mahat, and then a whistle against Belleville West. Collinsville will get a free kick from about 80 yards away.
Dane Compton showing even as a freshman that he can step up and play a little bit of a physical game, especially against some seniors.
Compton sends it up and sends it right onto the feet of Peril, but that ball had some speed behind it, so it popped off of Peril's feet and went straight to the sideline where it's pushed out of bounds by Peril, and that means that Karatanos will retreat, go back, and wait for a throw-in. Comes the opposite direction, goes on to the chest of Colin Reeb, and then a couple of bodies later, Reeb takes control, and Collinsville trying to get it in and get the defensive pressure back. Almost could have been a whistle on that, but they didn't let him play. Excuse me, they let him play. Into the box. This is going to be trouble, and they're going to call it offside. Thankfully, because Colin Reeb went in from that right wing untouched. So, back into the Belleville West zone, and then back out here for Shiragi. Shiragi will send the ball all the way down, and that took almost a short hop, too, and telling you what, Luis Fernandez almost got there before Van Horn did.
Ball was misplayed by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to catch it in midair and then backed off at the last second and took that short hop. And now it comes into the box, and Van Horn will have no problem scooping this one up. 26:50 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville has a goal already by Tag Baker. It came at the 7-minute mark, 7 minutes and 2 seconds actually. And now we'll have a whistle as Blake Goodman took Trey Peterson down from behind. And the Belleville West fans don't like the call.
Doesn't sound like the player likes it either.
Nope, and the referee reminds him to watch his temper. At Edwardsville game, the mouth of a teenager got Edwardsville in trouble, a man down for almost the rest of the second half.
Earned him the red card.
Yep. Got to control those emotions, and that means controlling your mouth as well.
I'm assuming Coach Lukey had to be pretty pleased with his results out of Edwardsville, starting the game with such a young team against a senior-laden team of Edwardsville, and they came out, unfortunately, with the loss, but they were very competitive and came to play that game.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that senior Edwardsville graduated 16 soccer seniors last year and still came to this season with a senior-laden team.
Correct. Yeah.
Kahok's graduated 12 seniors from last year's team.
Yeah. Looks like we got our first subs of the game coming in, Todd.
Kahawks have 8 seniors on this year's squad. Coming into the game, Aiden Hensler.
My apologies.
Will Martin also checks into the game, as does Sam Garofalo. And yeah, here Figueroa sends the ball over to the far side. I got you turned down, man. You can still do the camera, and I do that all the time. It happens. Usually when you have a microphone strapped around your face is when it usually happens. Here on the far side, Collinsville trying to take over and send it back into the offensive zone. That ball ends up going out of bounds. Put there by Belleville West, and Collinsville will get the ball back. Alex Lohr's back, fresh off of a basketball season for the Kahawks. Throws the ball back in.
Lohr's boxing his first action. I think he had to miss the Edwardsville game
Yeah,
because
he
of
did.
basketball.
Yep, had that last game of the year to take care of first, so had to take off the basketball shoes, put on the soccer shoes, and now he's going to get his wind checked early here as he goes back and tries to collect that ball in the defensive zone, but it's pushed back to Wagner, and Wagner sends it all the way out to midfield off of a couple of bodies and down at the 50-yard line of the football field. And then kicked out of bounds over on the far side by Belleville West, so Collinsville will get another. Nope, it's going to be a Belleville West throw-in. I always guess, and I'm always wrong.
During my coughing fit, I see Adam Reiniger's checked into the game for the Kahawks, number 15. Looks like he's playing some sort of a midfield role in Lugie's lineup. He comes from great lineage, soccer lineage in the Collinsville area. He's going to be a good player for years to come as well.
We have a lot of soccer lineage in this town.
Yes, we do.
Kahawks on defense, trying to play it back up, and they'll get the ball back after a whistle by the referee. Says that Belleville West done something wrong, so Collinsville will get the ball back as we approach 23 minutes and 15 seconds left to play here in this first half. About 7 minutes in, a goal by Tag Baker. Collinsville has a 1-0 lead. Trying to pull the sweep here. JV team already won. Varsity trying to win their first matchup of the year. Collinsville right now playing defense. Here's Shiragi. Moves it up to Figueroa. Figueroa with the pink tennis shoes on. Back to Shiragi. Shiragi over toward the middle now for Compton. Compton sends it up to that far side, and then it comes back to Compton, and he'll send it over for Tag Baker, but it eludes the Kahawk senior and goes out of bounds. Boys are back in action on the road on Monday at Waterloo. And then they'll come back home on Tuesday to take on O'Fallon. We'll have that game for you here on the Kahawk Sports Network. The girls volleyball team opens up their season on Tuesday as well, but they open it up on the road. Something like that.
Good luck keeping track of all that.
I don't
Todd.
have my calendar with me. I'm just guessing off. I've wrote this stuff down so many times that you'd think I know it by heart by now. Throw-in comes for Belleville West into their offensive zone. They've been spending a little bit of time down here, but still looking for their first goal. Here is Yahir Figueroa. Figueroa circles right around Ethan Ellis. And then over on the far side, lowers back. He'll send it back to Shiragi. Shiragi right in the middle of the field. And then he'll send it up to midfield. And then that one just off of the shins of Sam Garofalo because it had so much speed on it. He didn't have a chance to slow it down.
Yeah, your Figueroa is really impressive soccer player. He's got really quick feet, really good in tight space, and distributes well. He's a good player.
Wagner pops that thing up sky high, comes down at midfield, and then it's sent back out of bounds over here on this side off of the foot of one of the Bilzig boys, Zach.
One of the three.
One of the three. Think they're related?
I'd bet money on it, Todd.
Yeah, so would I. Now, you know, if it was last name like Smith, you might think, well, you know,
Yeah.
maybe not, but with a last name like Bilzing, I would think so. Throw in coming from Trey Peterson. Peterson throws the ball down. Collinsville into the offensive zone for the first time in a while. And then Peterson kind of pushes off Blake Goodman. No whistle on the play. Belleville West fans wanted it. And Peterson will throw the ball back in. And off of the head of Will Martin. Ball comes down. Belleville West takes over. And an overrun there by Caratanos, but he stays with it. Gets it back to his teammate Alex Stogner. And then back into the Kahawks defensive zone. Shiragi trying to fight over there and get that ball back. He does. Sends it up the far sideline where he finds Figueroa. Figueroa has two defenders on his back, and then a third one comes in as well. Ball ends up out of bounds, and a throw in coming by Belleville West. We're halfway through the first half, 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville.
Collinsville so far showing good possession, working the ball out of the back, building up, distributing well, and using width in this game, which I didn't see as much in the Edwardsville game. So I'm pleased to see that.
Ball on the far sideline. And another throw in coming here for Belleville West.
Looks like Coach Lugie's got Sam Garofalo playing as a striker today, which is not a normal position for Sam. Sam's more of a midfield type player and distributes well.
Ball over the head, comes out, and here over in the far side, a turn by Garofalo. He puts it in the middle, but no one there to help him out. And it's going to be chased down over here, and nicely done. I tell you what, getting to that ball was Adam Reiniger, and he got there quickly, just enough time to bank it off of the body of one of the Belleville West Maroon players, and Collinsville gets to keep the ball in the offensive zone. Throw in by Peterson to Figueroa onto the foot of Reiniger. Reiniger gets taken down in the box, and they're going to call that?
Nope.
They did not call that, did they? Belleville West comes away with it. That was some nice a few seconds of play down there by Collinsville. Now the Kahawks have to retreat and play a little defense. Here is Compton. He turns the corner in the middle of the field, surveys things, and then sends the ball up. And the ball takes a couple of bounces, and it's going to go to Van Horn before Garofalo can get there, and now we have a whistle.
Getting back to that previous sequence, number one, when I was talking about Garofalo coming down, streaking down that left side, he got a great service off. And then over here on this right side, Reiniger, who's nursing a hamstring injury right now, was able to keep that ball in bounds. Extremely impressive.
He didn't look like he was nursing a hamstring.
Now I see he's wearing a brace that looks like it's dangling. I'm not sure if it's out of place or what. But
Yeah, I see that now.
I think he suffered that. I was told he suffered that hamstring injury in the second half, I believe, of that Edwardsville game. He didn't see any time in the overtime.
Kahawks making some more adjustments. Efren Lopez comes back in, as does Jackson Perrell. Out goes Trey Peterson and Aiden Hensler. Blake Goodman checks out of the game for Belleville West. Colin Reeb checks back into the game for Belleville West. And here is Mr. Reeb. Sends the ball deep into the offensive zone for Belleville West over on the far sideline. Tracked down there by Collinsville's Alex Lordsback and then out of bounds. Throw in coming for Belleville West right in front of the Kahawk bench. Back to Collinsville to go. My memory's coming back to me now. Girls volleyball does open up on the road on Tuesday. Their home opener will be Wednesday against Alton Marquette. We will have that game for you. And then they are back in action on Thursday against Edwardsville, but we are not going to have that game for you because we need a break. If I was to do that game, I would do 5 in a row.
You don't get breaks, Todd.
I don't get breaks. Nope. And we have also found out that we are allowed to go to Troy and live stream the first football game of the year between Triad and Collinsville this coming Friday. So myself and Chris Kettler will be there to bring you that game.
That's good news.
It is. Here is Collinsville trying to work it up on offense once again. A little bit of a miss hit on the bad pass that was intended from Fernandez to Lopez, but a little bit of a miss hit. But Figueroa figures it out, and he'll send it all the way in, and that'll roll all the way to Quinn Van Horn. West, they bring it back up. Oscar Bilzing. Back to the defense, and then back over to Oscar. And then Collinsville takes over. Here's Figueroa. Figueroa's got that real quick burst of speed right off the bat.
It's so impressive to see. And he's, again, so good in tight space.
Yeah. Back to the defense. Here is Shiragi. And Shiragi almost had that ball taken off his foot and headed the opposite direction. But it takes a Collinsville bounce. But rebounding with it anyway is Belleville West. And there's a nice job by Jackson Perrell.
Great step by Jackson Perrell. Winning that ball. Needs a little bit less on that clearance, but all in all, a great step up and winning the ball.
The ball sent up the line by Oscar Bilzig. Finds Shiragi. Oh,
yikes.
That sometimes stings.
That might hurt.
Yeah, Mikey Hoffman took a ball right to the body from about, 5 feet away?
Want to point out Jackson Perrell getting ready to take a throw in here. This is a weapon, especially in your third. It's almost as good as the flip throws of Chase Richardson back in the day with the Lady Kahawks. What a weapon to have a strong throw in like this kid has.
Mm-hmm. Perrell showing off those skills. Got the wind at his back, too, so that helps. That one comes in and then comes right back out, and Collinsville will throw it in again, and Perrell will get down a little closer into the third. Another Perrell throw in. This one goes over the head of everybody. Comes down, boy, I tell you what. That was a nice ball that was almost on the foot of Jimmy Crowder for a quick shot, but it just eluded him. And then Belleville West will send the ball back out, and we'll have yet another throw in by Collinsville. And Jackson Perrell, the junior defenseman, will take care of another.
I hear Jackson Perrell's quite the baseball pitcher as well. That might be why he has such a strong throw.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. We'll get baseball going up in April as well. Perrell, another throw in. This one deep into the middle of the box, and it's headed right back out, but off of the head now of Tag Baker, who has the lone goal in this game, and then a whistle on a takedown, and Belleville West will get the free kick, but it'll be from about 80 yards away from the goal occupied by Carter Wagner. We are down to about 13 minutes left to play here in this first half. Tag Baker's goal about 7 minutes into this game. The only tally thus far. Jackson Perrell uses his head. Also Adam Reiniger. Now it comes up the line, and it's going to be onside. Here comes Tag Baker again on the right wing. Turns the corner. Sends it in the middle. Oh, just to miss it. Oh! And then a save by Van Horn off of Alex Lorsbeck. That was a great combination there. Almost turned into a goal for the Kahawks.
I think that was Adam Reiniger with the shot, Todd.
Was it?
But Adam has a cannon when he gets into space. I'm not sure he struck it as well as he would like, but what a great ball coming down the right wing for Tag Baker.
Yeah.
Looks like Collinsville's going to sub.
And out goes Compton. And in comes
Proud dad.
your son.
Proud dad moment here. His first varsity minutes.
First varsity minutes here, and comes on the home turf at Kahok Stadium. And Braden Borm into the game for the first time. Collinsville keeps it in the offensive zone, trying to keep it there. Giving chase on the ball is Luis Fernandez. And then over on the far side, that ball ends up going out of bounds. A whistle against Belleville West, actually, and Collinsville will get a free kick. Right in front of the Belleville West bench. It'll be about 45 yards away from the goal, and it'll be taken by Braden Shiragi. Shiragi sends the ball up into the front of the box and off of the head of Tag Baker, and out of bounds. That was a really nice ball.
Schrage flies in a great ball. Tag Baker almost gets his head on it, probably facing away from the goal, which made it a little bit tougher to receive. But nice flighted ball by Schrage.
This time, Quinn Van Horn will strike it himself on the goal kick restart instead of sending it over to Zach Bilsing, which he has done most of the game. And then the ball goes bouncing into the Maroons bench. 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Collinsville has the 1-0 lead, and a couple of other chances that the Kahawks have had have been stopped by Quinn Van Horn. His counterpart Wyatt Coughlin, stopped a number of shots in that JV game, or else that would have been a lot more of a bigger score than 2-0.
Ooh.
Steal there, and Collinsville lucky to come away with it. Efren Lopez stayed with it. Over to Jackson Perrell. Perrell off of a couple of feet, and then Belleville West takes back over, but Perrell trying to come in to steal the ball back. Here's Tag Baker. He chips the ball off of the foot of Luis Fernandez. Fernandez trying to return the favor and get it back up to Baker, but just couldn't find the ball in the midst of hitting a bunch of ankles and a bunch of shoes. There's Lorsback.
Oh.
Lorsback.
Suicide
that one.
ball.
Yeah. Didn't get it over to Borm like he wanted to and almost paid for it.
This tackle down here a second ago in the previous sequence by Schrage, I think 9 times out of 10 with his size and strength, he's going to come out with that ball. Unfortunately, he didn't that time. It's probably pretty rare. He's a strong kid.
Substitutions number 4, Trey Peterson, and number 17, Aiden Hensler.
Hensler and Peterson back into the game for Collinsville.
Looks like Coach Lugie's moved Trey Peterson up to more of a wing mid role versus his traditional left back or right back, and he's through.
Well, here comes Trey Peterson on the left side and cuts across the middle and then runs out of room because there's all kinds of bodies wearing the white uniforms out there, and Mahat's ball couldn't stay down there either, and then Jackson Perrell overruns the ball as he tried to keep it down there as well. Schrage will just go ahead and send it back to Carter Wagner, and Wagner will use that wind to his advantage and push it all the way back down into the Collinsville offensive zone. And then Tag Baker gets taken out as he was about ready to go collect the ball with no one around to stop him.
We've got no call there.
No call? I thought the guy raised his flag.
I cannot believe there was no call on that
Neither
play.
can I.
Unless they were calling advantage, but I did not see that Collinsville had an advantage on that play, so who am I to question, Todd?
I don't know. I don't question anyone. Well, I do, but usually doesn't turn out in my favor, especially at home.
I bet.
All right, here is Tag Baker. He sends it back to Jackson Perrell. Jackson through the middle, sends it up to the far side sideline, and it's taken over there by Trey Peterson. And then out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up here for Jackson Perrell.
I bet you Jackson Perrell gets more exercise going side to side for these throw-ins than he does throughout the game.
Sure, he probably does. He's all right. He's a young kid. He can handle it. Collinsville looks like they want to bring back in 3 more players at the next opportunity. Oh, speaking of next opportunity, Mahat had a ball that just went underneath his leg as he was in the middle ready to strike.
Landon Mahat's a finisher. You give him space and time, he's gonna get a shot off. He's a finisher.
Ethan Ellis with the ball for Belleville West in the midfield circle, but a turnover will send it back to Collinsville. Here is Luis Fernandez. Fernandez has Tag Baker and tried to feed it to him, but a nice defensive play there by Oscar Bilsing kept that from happening, and then Belleville West trying to regroup and send it back up to the offensive side of things. And it's a battle by Fernandez and Alex Stogner, and
I think that's a foul, not a throw-in.
well, that's actually Kenyon Schmidt. Schmidt puts a leg into it and off of the head of Jackson Perrell and popped straight up. Now sent back down range by Reiniger into the middle for Luis Fernandez. Fernandez trying to find and does find Trey Peterson over there on that left side. Tell you what, Peterson's got some speed. If he can get around that defender, he'll have a chance. He does. He shoots and he scores! Off of the goalkeeper, Wyatt Coughlin. And Collinsville and Trey Peterson has made it 2-0. Trey Peterson, his first ever goal as a varsity player.
Trey Peterson showing the wheels that he has. He's a almost a world-class cross-country runner. You're going to be hearing about him for years to come.
Oh, yeah. Won a
But
few races as a freshman this year.
yeah, he's unbelievable. And he showed it there on that play, streaking down that left side, beat his defender, tucked one in near post, I believe.
Yeah. That was a nice play, and once that defender went down, you knew that there was going to be a good quality shot on goal. So Peterson, a freshman, gets his first varsity goal as a Collinsville Kahok varsity player, and Collinsville extends their lead to 2-0. That is what the junior varsity Kahawks won by, as that ball was a little too far ahead of Yahir Figueroa, but he would have had another opportunity on goal.
Looks like Coach Lugie has subbed out Braden Schragi at the center back position and going with the 2 freshmen in the center back roles.
You got to get the senior leaders a little bit of a drink every once in a while, right?
Absolutely.
Here is Carter Wagner. Wagner pops it straight up, and the wind will carry it the rest of the way. Back into the Collinsville offensive zone, tracking it down, Sam Garofalo. And Garofalo gets it up to Yahir Figueroa. Figueroa puts on a spin move. Into the middle it goes to, and a shot and a save off with the foot of Adam Reiniger. And that one Van Horn took care of.
I think it got tangled up in Reiniger's feet. He couldn't get it pushed out just enough in front of him that he had what he would like. Still got some pace on the ball, but not what he would typically have.
Figueroa off of the head of Peril. Couldn't contain, and now Figueroa trying to wrestle the ball away from the opponent, number 7, Colin Reeb. And a throw in here coming from Efren Lopez. Now, of course, they're going to give way to Jackson Peril. My arms would already be falling off as many throw-ins as he's taken.
Right.
Peril all the way down deep into the Collinsville offense. Handled by the defense of Belleville West. They send it back out toward midfield. Ethan Ellis
Great
with
step.
it.
Great step by Peril.
Borm heads it back up for offense, and Figueroa kept that ball in. Ball was spinning when it finally came down. Back to the defense it goes, and here's Compton. Compton sends it up, and taking over is Reiniger. And kicking the ball out of bounds was Efren Lopez, as we are just under 5 minutes to go here in this first half.
I think all 6 freshmen are out there on the field right now, Todd.
Young team Collinsville has, and it's going to pay off dividends. Might not be this year, but I'm telling you what, the more these freshman kids play on the varsity side, the more experience they get, the better off the team will be for it. And here comes more pressure coming from that left wing into the middle, but it rolls right to Van Horn, and streaking up the middle was both Figueroa and Garofalo. As Belleville West is back in control of the ball, trying to bring it up for some offensive pressure, and they get it through the middle of the field just fine. Moving it up is Reeb. And then the ball gets past the defense, and Wagner comes out and off of the player, and Wagner bumped into Canyon Schmidt. Nice play.
Yes, it was a nice play. I think that ball just skipped off Borm's head, just out of his reach. He needs to work on his hops a little bit. But it was a nice play. I don't think the Belleville West fans like the call, or the non-call.
Sometimes the non-calls are better than the calls.
Right.
Ball out of bounds once again, as we have about 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Throw in coming for Belleville West near the corner kick area. Off of a head, and another nice play by Jackson Peril on the defensive side of things, but Belleville West retains possession of the ball. Here is Colin Reeb, and a shot, and right into the breadbasket of Carter Wagner for the save.
I've had an opportunity to watch Colin Reeb from the Belleville West squad for the last couple of years. Kid's a good forward, a lot of skill, but he also has a cannon of a shot. Got to watch out for that, and that was from 25 yards out.
Yeah. Collinsville back to their defense, over to Borm. Borm sends it up the way, trying to find Figueroa. Now it finally does find Figueroa, and Van Horn will come out long before Sam Garofalo could track that ball down. Van Horn just throws the ball into Bilzing, and then back it goes for Caleb. I think we got all of them out there now. Caleb, Zach, and Oscar. I'll just call them by first names when that happens.
Yeah.
Well, that one went over the head of the intended defender over there and out of bounds. Collinsville will get another throw in, and this one's going to be deep, and
this is dangerous.
Yeah.
This is where the weapon of Jackson Peril comes into play.
And Perril's got the wind behind him a little bit, and he can use that to his advantage and throw it all the way in, and skips off of a head, comes around out to the other side, and Belleville West tracks it down before it heads across the end line, and they put it across the sideline for just another throw-in, and Peril has to come from the far side where he just threw that one in, back over here to the near side. Now he's even closer. Peril. Almost like a corner kick coming straight up. Oh, man. Tell you what, Quinn Van Horn needed every bit of his whatever 5'11" frame and those outstretched arms to get that ball.
Oh, just missed it. Peterson.
Yeah. Peterson just missed. And now a body taken down. Ball comes up into the middle of the field. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger gets it up to Figueroa. Figueroa waiting for some help and turns around, sends it toward the net on a bounce, and off the post. Tell you what, Van Horn didn't even move when that ball was heading toward the post. I bet he thought it was going to go all out of bounds. Yeah.
Yeah, he totally misread that ball, and that he would have paid for that because that was almost in the back of the net.
Almost was off of that far side post. Under a minute to go now here in this first half.
He didn't move, Todd.
He
Not
didn't.
a step.
No reaction whatsoever, which makes me think he thought it was going to go wide, and it almost did not.
Right.
Now over here on this near side, trying to track the ball down for a shot himself is Canyon Schmidt. Schmidt is being pressured over there by Lopez, and the ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say Collinsville gets it, and the Belleville West fans do not like that call at all. Throw in comes in. Belleville West takes the ball back over.
Reininger wins a nice ball there, and we got a foul for Collins.
Final 15 seconds to play, and they'll probably have to
They're running short on time.
stop the clock to get this kickoff if they can't. And here is Colin Reeb, and the ball ends up getting kicked, and they call it?
Yeah, there's going to be a card here, I believe. Collinsville didn't, Landon Mahat didn't give the proper 10 yards. Mahat earns his first career yellow card as a Kahok.
So Mahat gets the yellow card. And taking this free kick is going to be Colin Reeb. All this with time expired.
0.1 seconds left.
They probably would have let him kick it anyway, right?
Lots of barking from the stands right now.
You ain't kidding. Alex Lorsbach has to come in and take the place of Landon Mahat, who just received a yellow card. Now the referees want to talk things over.
Got a goalkeeper up in there too, Todd. It's
Yep,
not
sure
something
do.
you typically see. A goalkeeper up in the 6-yard box trying to get in the way of
With a tenth of
Carter
a second
Wagner?
left, why not? Collinsville won't have enough time to send it back down anyway, so sure.
This is dangerous.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous spot right here.
Colin Reeb. Collinsville had one scored on a free kick against Edwardsville the other night as well.
Colin can bend the ball. Watch for a bend.
What are we waiting on here?
I'm not sure.
Putting time back on the clock. 2 seconds. So instead of a tenth of a second, we have 2 seconds. Now we're ready. Here's Reeb. Ball on the way. That's going to go high, and that's going to be a field goal through the uprights. And all the Collinsville fans throw their hands up like they are a football referee. First half comes to a close. Second half action will be coming your way here in just a moment. We take a break, and we'll be back with that second half in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business. Whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal, AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Do we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Brett Borm also with us here. We have played one half. We have another half to go. And Collinsville leads by a score of 2-0 after two first half goals. First one by Mr. Tag Baker about 7 minutes into this contest. And Tag picks up goal number 1 on the year for himself. And then, I said that was at the 7-minute mark, and then with about 7 minutes left to go in the first half, a goal by Trey Peterson, the freshman, scores his first varsity goal here for Collinsville, and that brings us to where we are now, and we are just about ready for second half action. A little bit of history between these two. How about the last 21 years? That's all I can do. Collinsville is 21-6 over Belleville West over that 21-year span, 16-6 in the regular season, and 5-0 in the playoffs. Last year, they beat Belleville West 3 times, did the Kahawks. That's including a 2-0 victory in the regional semifinal game at O'Fallon. They lost to O'Fallon in the regional championship game just a few days later. And currently, Collinsville is riding a 7-game win streak over the Belleville West Maroons over the last 6 years.
And the last loss to Belleville West as far as boys soccer is concerned was right here at this very field on 9/11 of 2014. Miles Hensler was the head coach of the Kahawks then, and that was his last year right before Clay Smith took over the boys soccer program. So just a little bit of history between these two clubs. And Belleville West will start things off here in the second half, and we are underway. Mr. Borm, your thoughts on the first half of play?
I thought it was a very strong first half by the Kahawks. They came out with a lot of intensity, a lot of fire. They were working the ball very well.
Here we go. Tag Baker again, and a nice save by the outstretched hands and a dive to his left by Quinn Van Horn, and we almost started the second half off with a Tag Baker goal as we did the first half.
Yeah, that was a great save by the goalkeeper, diving to his left, pushing the rebound out of the harm's way.
Tell you what, that's a very quick start to the second half that you'll almost ever see here in the world of soccer. This one comes all the way down into the Collinsville defensive zone, and it'll be sent back over to Carter Wagner off of the foot of Aiden Hensler, who gets the start here in the second half. Also, Dane Compton in there as well. So not the same starters that Coach Luggie had in the first half. We start with the second half. There's a miss hit by Belleville West, and Collinsville brings the ball up. Here's Will Martin. Have to fight off a defender. Martin comes in from the left wing, takes a shot, and that is across the line, and I believe that's going to be a corner kick. That was off of the hands of the defender.
Yep, that was a great run, great battle by Will Martin coming down that left side. Fortunately, the shot shanked off of one of their defenders and earned us a corner kick. Let's do something with it.
This is the first corner kick of this game. We didn't have very many in the JV game either. Here is Yahir Figueroa who will take this corner kick, and it is on the way. It's high. It's going to come out the other side, and it'll be tracked down. Nope, it'll be out of bounds, and that'll be off of one of the Belleville West players, so a throw-in coming, and you know who. Trotting over there, getting ready for the throw-in, Jackson Perrell.
Big number 20.
Right in the middle of the 18-yard box.
He's going to put this in the 6.
And it comes in and goes down, and then it's going to go across the end line, and that's going to be a goal kick restart. Last touch by Collinsville, so the Kahawks couldn't do anything with that particular corner kick or throw-in succession. Quinn Van Horn sends the ball back into play. Belleville West will have the wind at their back, although the wind's kind of died down now.
It sure has.
It's died down a little bit. I mean, the flags on the goalpost of the football field goalposts are still moving, but the American flag isn't.
Oh, nice
Here we
ball.
go. Another job for Will Martin. Martin comes in, gets around a defender, probably waited a little too long, and instead of going with that right foot kick, he wanted to get it back onto the left leg and kick it from that side, but when he did that, the defender closed ground too quickly, and Collinsville will have another corner kick.
Very similar play to the last one.
Yeah. Figueroa sends it, line drive, and that one is caught by Van Horn before anyone wearing the purple and white could get there, and Van Horn quickly gets it out of harm's way, and back on defense, it's Dane Compton. Compton looks and finds the foot of, Luis Fernandez. He waited. Compton did. Oh, that was a nice between-the-leg pass for Yahir Figueroa. He breaks in from the left wing, puts it in the middle, off the top crossbar, and are they saying it's in?
I'm not seeing that signal.
No.
I think they're calling a goal kick.
I don't know why they stopped play. It's this play still alive if it hits the crossbar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what happened there myself. I don't think it hit the football goalpost. I thought it hit the white crossbar, yeah. I don't know either, but anyway, we're back to action. Collinsville with some golden opportunities here in the first 4 minutes of this second half.
Yeah, they're coming out strong.
Into the middle of the pitch it goes, and that's Colin Reeb who will play it for Belleville West, but Collinsville picks it up. They'll send it back up, and Yahir Figueroa had that ball zip right by him, and there was no chance for him to catch up. So Colin Reeb back with it for Belleville West. Reeb in the Kahawk logo at midfield. Sends the ball up over on the far side. Blake Goodman trying to track it down to come in for a scoring opportunity, but that ball ends up out of bounds.
Score is not indicative of the play so far. This could easily be a 5-0 game right now.
Said the same thing about the JV game, too.
Yeah.
Hope that everyone is enjoying Brett Borm's first go at it as a color commentator here at the Kahok Sports Network. Doing a fine job, sir.
Thank you. Little nervous coming in, Todd. Not joking. I had apparently a little fan club on Facebook, as you saw. A couple of my good friends thought I'd be able to offer something. I was not real confident.
And you are doing a fine job offering your knowledge and expertise because you know more about this game of soccer than I do, and that makes me look better. So thank you for making me look better. There was a nice play by Will Martin trying to wrestle that ball away from Alex Stogner.
Will Martin's getting some good play over here on this left side.
Sure is. Thrown in back toward midfield, and it stays skirting up the sideline, and that's just basically thrown out of bounds.
Yeah.
34-30 left to play here in this second half. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. Both goals coming in the first half. One by Tag Baker and one by Trey Peterson. And we've almost had a couple more goals scored here in the second half. So we've had some opportunities here, just couldn't quite finish. But I'm guessing the opportunities are not going to be done. Here is Yahir Figueroa with another chance from the left wing. He stops and puts that ball back between his own legs, gives it up to Will, and Will Martin
has his service deflected out.
Yeah, Alex Stogner off the chest, and Collinsville will have a throw in, and it'll be Jackson Perrell again. Just outside of the 18-yard box, here comes Perrell's throw. He throws it in. It's high, it's deep, off of a head of one of the defenders, and then
great clearance.
Yeah, that was a nice kick to get that ball out of there for Belleville West, but Collinsville sends it right back in, and a one bouncer to Quinn Van Horn. And he'll get ready to send it back up. Has the wind at his back, although it's died down a little bit since the beginning of the game. Still gets it out to midfield. And Collinsville will push it right back into the offensive zone.
This is great soccer weather today, Todd.
If you're a player, if you're a fan, they're all bundled up. They got blankets out here and everything.
Those parents have been through it before. They know how to deal with it.
Well, yeah, got the teenagers out here as well. They're all bundled up, making some noise. Everybody's having a good time. Next Friday, football season starts. Collinsville opens at Triad. We'll be there for that game. And then the following Friday, it'll be the home opener against Muscuda.
Cheerleaders are in action.
Yes, they are.
It's good to hear.
Out there in their short sleeve shirts, but they have on their long black sweatpants, so at least the bottom half's warm. Here's Figueroa. He'll send the ball up, and here comes another opportunity for Will Martin. Stops on the left flank. Sends it back into the middle for Figueroa. Figueroa just got a little bit too much on that. He was trying to tap it past the defender and then follow up with a chance of his own, but he got a little bit too much mustard on it, and it goes to Van Horn.
First touch in soccer is so important. You got to keep that ball close within shielding distance or push it up in front of you. Keep it close.
Tag Baker was being tugged on over there. Ball ends up out of bounds, and Jackson Perrell with another throw-in. This one will come right at the end of the Kahok bench. 32 minutes to go here in this first half. Off of the head of Luis Fernandez. Now Will Martin, and then over to Alex Lorsback, and then that ball ends up over on the far side sideline. Nice save by the Belleville West defensive player, and then he kind of tugged on the Collinsville offensive player, and that'll give the ball back to the Kahawks.
Yeah, it's a good call by the official.
That was Efren Lopez over there who did a good job getting the ball away from the defender and then wanted to separate, and the defender just grabbed onto his shirt and pulled him back.
Braden Troggy with the set piece.
It's on the way, and it's low, and Alex Lore's back there and didn't get turned around well enough to get a proper shot on goal, and here comes Shiragi. He'll continue the offensive push of things, and a nice pass over to Alex Hensler. Hensler getting it up to Fernandez, and then back over this way for Will Martin. Will Martin sends one toward the goal over on the other side, off of the head of Alex Lorsback, and just got a little bit too much on it, and it goes over the netting and the football crossbar.
I know he doesn't have anything to show for it over here on this left side, but I do like this matchup with Will Martin on the outside left and their number 15.
Yeah, he's exploited that, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Belleville West shoots the ball back up the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Collinsville will get another throw in, and Jackson Perrell doesn't have to run very far for this one. It comes right to him. Throws it in, trying to find Fernandez, and then off of a head, and we'll do it all over again. This time it'll be Figueroa. Nope, he'll give way to Jackson Peril because we're down deep inside offensive territory, and Peril is getting plenty of practice with throw-ins. That's for sure.
No doubt.
This one stays low and off of a head, down on the other side. Lorsback trying to chase it down, but instead it's pushed out of bounds. They're going to say Lorsback was the last one to touch it, so Van Horn will get a goal kick restart here for Belleville West.
All of this play thus far in the second half has been dominated by the Kahawks in the offensive third.
Sure has. That one comes up. And Belleville West trying to corral the ball. Blake Goodman over there trying to send it up the sideline. That was rejected by Collinsville, and then the ball goes out of bounds, so the West Maroons will have another throw in. And it gets past.
Play your keeper. That's the right
intended play, yeah. Up to Wyatt, and then over on the far side for Shiragi. Shiragi sends it up that sideline. He's got a booming kick. He can get that ball down the field quickly. Off of the ankle of
nice step, Will.
Figueroa. Here's Will Smith, and he gets it over to Will Smith.
There.
Over to Figueroa. Figueroa, a center, and it goes past Will Martin and Tag Baker. And another opportunity for Collinsville to put one in the nets, and just didn't happen.
Just knocking on the door, just can't cash it in.
Goal kick restart coming up here for Van Horn. I don't know if Figueroa might be a little hurt. Looks
like Mahat subbing into the game for.
Yeah, I think Figueroa is going to take a walk out behind the net and go back over on the other side of the sideline. He was bent over there for a minute. I don't know if he got kicked in the leg or if he was out of breath or what.
These boys are going to be playing a lot of soccer over the next 6 weeks, Todd. They practice their game every day. I think 4 games next week. Their legs need to be fresh.
That is without a doubt. Up the sideline it goes, and skirting right in front of the Belleville West bench, and it does end up going out of bounds. Collinsville will throw it back in. Shiragi finds Compton. Compton in the middle of the pitch, and then sends the ball past that midfield circle and onto the feet of Mahat. Mahat out to Jackson Peril. Peril trying to find Lorsback. Lorsback, luckily he didn't get a call for being on somebody's back, but Jackson Peril gets the ball back up. Now we do get a call.
It's a great battle by Alex Lorsbach. I love the effort. Probably used his arms a little too much on the play, but great battle anyhow.
Yeah, I think he's got to get used to not playing basketball right now. You know, trying to reach in there and poke the ball out.
Yeah.
Commit a foul. All right. We are down to 27 and a half minutes or so to play. Ball ends up out of bounds at the Belleville West bench. And a throw in for Belleville West. Peril uses his head, trying to get it up to Fernandez. Fernandez sends it over this way now for Martin.
Take the
Martin sends it up, but a little bit too much. And it's popped up. Better be careful there. That ball almost spun back to where it came from. And trying to get it was Aiden Hensler. And Hensler, I guess, gets called for a little body action, and he goes back to Belleville West.
I think 24 was playing a little box-out action, a little basketball action, and I don't think Aiden liked it too much.
And it will be Zach Bilsing that will put this ball back into play. On the way. And into the zone. I think a couple of players knocked heads there. Here's Peril. Had the ball taken off of his foot, but Shiragi sends it right back, and then Peril gets it from Lorsback, and then up the far sideline it goes. There is Tag
Nice
Baker.
ball by
Baker sends it up, and on the run is Efren Lopez. Breaks in from the right wing, sends it in the middle, blocked out by the defense, and then that ball had some spin action on it, and I tell you what, Will Martin's bound and determined to score a goal in this game, isn't he?
He's close.
He is.
He is close. He's in the right place at the right time when he doesn't have the ball, too.
Forgive me for I called him Will Smith earlier. I don't even have any idea why. Oh, Jackson Peril with a little body block there, and down goes Ian Purdy.
Jackson Peril, big body. Clogs the middle of the field pretty well.
There is Caleb Bilsing. Gets it over to Zach Bilsing. who sends it onto the foot of Blake Goodman. Goodman just sends it back to his goalkeeper,
in.
Van Horn. And here is Will Martin. Another opportunity here for Collinsville. Now in the middle to Fernandez. Fernandez gets it to Baker. Baker shoots and scores. Tag Baker with his second score of the day for Collinsville. And the Kahawks extend their lead to 3-0.
Play starts with Will Martin here on this left side. Eventually dishes to Mahat in the middle. Somehow Mahat found Tag Baker standing wide open in that 18-yard box. Puts it away for a 3-0 lead.
Nicely done there by Collinsville. They were bound and determined to get a goal here in the second half. As much time as they spent in the offensive zone, you knew it was pretty much inevitable.
Yeah, you could feel it building for the last, however long we've been playing, 20 minutes now, 10 minutes. It's been building the entire time.
It has.
It's a good sequence there.
Just a little over 25 minutes to go here in the second half, and Collinsville enjoying a 3-0 lead. Ball is going to stay with the Kahawks after the whistle goes against Alex Stogner, and Stogner didn't like that call.
Looks like Braden Borm's back in the game. I see some more subs coming in.
Borm will have the throw in, or the, free kick from the sideline.
See if he can have some success like he did in the JV game, flying the balls into that 18.
It's on the way. It's high, not very deep. It's going to come in front of the box and headed back out. And it comes down onto the foot of Sam Garofalo. Garofalo will send the ball back. And then over on the far side, that is Efren Lopez. Lopez gets the ball up again. Here's Garofalo. Turns the corner on the right side. Ball in front. Kicked there by Landon Mahat and scooped up by Quinn Van Horn, and that ball was just on a straight line right to the goalie. Collinsville not giving up on the offense. They come back in for more. Lopez tries to step into it. He missed out, and then Jackson Perro takes it over on the far side, and he'll kick it out of bounds, and Belleville West will have the ball back. Back over this way. Here comes Collinsville. Trey Peterson streaks up the left side. Had his defender, Stogner, all over him.
Oh.
And then a takedown. I think it was accidental. I don't think there was any intent at all on Mikey Hoffman's part. He just didn't remember where he was and turned around, and him and his legs got tangled up with Mahat, and Mahat goes down.
He's getting a yellow card for the infraction as well.
Like I said, I don't think it needed to involve a yellow card. I don't think it was on purpose, but referee's down there a lot closer than I am. We'll let him make his decision. A two-man wall stands right in front of Mahat.
I like the sportsmanship from the Belleville West player picking up Mahat when he was down.
Now Belleville West wants to make a substitution, and they're going to take out, or Collinsville's making the substitution. They're going to take out Carter Wagner, and they're going to put in Miguel Gaspar. So Gaspar will get his first varsity action this year. He is a senior. Here's the kick, and instead it's going to be like a pass, and it goes to the far side. Jackson Perro will end up with it on his foot. Then over to Shiragi. Shiragi's way deep for a defender, and he shoots one anyway, and it skips right to Quinn Van Horn. So Miguel Gaspar into the game as the goalkeeper for Collinsville. Carter Wagner to the sidelines to get a little rest, as my esteemed colleague here, Brett Bourne, mentioned. Kahawks have 4 games next week, so you have to give the goalies a break as well.
Right. It's great to see a younger goalie come into the game, get his first varsity action of the year, especially when you got a 3-0 lead. It's probably a good time to get him some action.
23 minutes to go in this second half. Belleville West with the ball. The field has been very tilted. Collinsville has spent a lot of time down here on the left-hand side. Not a lot of action going in on the right-hand side.
Not at all. Collinsville's pretty much dominated this entire second half.
They sure have. Jackson Perro, he'll do what he does. Another throw-in to midfield, near side sideline. Boy, I tell you what, Mr. Alex Stogner better beware down there. He just shoved one of the Kahawk players in the back and got away with it. And I think he's a little mad. I think number 15, Alex Stogner for Belleville West, is highly upset, and he's going to let his emotions get the best of him if he doesn't watch out.
No. So coach needs to be wary of that as well and keep an eye on a player that's going to lose their emotions.
Yeah. Here is another opportunity for Collinsville on the offensive side, but defensively, Belleville West takes care of it this time, and it goes all the way out of bounds, chased down by Dane Compton. I think he did. He just shoved Trey Peterson down from behind, and Trey Peterson didn't even have the ball anywhere near him.
Trey Peterson, great player, great young man. He does have the ability to certainly draw the ire of the opposing teams with his chippy play. Trey's a great kid and a great player.
Throw in comes in from Peril, and immediately he has Sam Garofalo on the left wing. Garofalo, he is looking to center. Oh, he didn't even want to center. He just put that one right off of the body of Van Horn. Van Horn throws the ball down quickly, gets it over to Colin Reeb. Reeb being watched over there by Borm. Borm gets a little burned, and the ball comes up the sideline and finds the foot of Caratanos, and Caratanos loses control of the ball. Collinsville gets it back. Shiragi gets it over to Jackson Peril, and then off of a couple of bodies and back over to Efren Lopez, who sends the ball out to Gaspar, and Gaspar gets his first action, sends the ball back up to midfield, and Peril chipped it just a little bit, didn't get a lot on it. Boy, I tell you what, you don't want to run into Jackson Peril. No. He's thick. Oh, that ball was barely out of bounds, man. I tell you what, if Peterson could have gotten to that ball just a split second sooner, he would have been off to the races on this left side again.
I'm not sure it was fully over the line, Todd. It's pretty hard to tell. That previous sequence, Garofalo streaking down that left side, he was on a mission. He had no intention of putting that ball in the middle. He was going for it.
We have had a lot of action down this left side here in the second half, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Almost halfway through this second half, and a missed throw in there by the Belleville West Maroons gave another opportunity for Sam Garofalo to make something happen. Ball comes down at midfield, inside the circle. Battling for it. Kahawks come away with it. Jackson Peril, but he unfortunately hits the Achilles heel of Mahat, and it comes right back. And now Borm with it. Brings it up here to this side for Peterson. Peterson gets around his defender and then sends it up the sideline, and that's going to go out of bounds.
This play's starting to get a little chippy, Todd, especially on the Belleville West side. I'm seeing a lot of purple on the ground here in the last 5-10 minutes.
Well, Belleville West shut out in their home opener 3-0 against O'Fallon the other night. So far, the Maroons have allowed 6 goals and have not scored any.
It's a nice
Another chip in. Here's Peterson. He comes in. Peterson, oh, that was a nice play at the last moment by Zach Bilzing to come in and knock that ball off of Peterson's foot.
What a burst of speed by Peterson, breaking through that the final string of defense for the Maroons. Kid's first step is amazing. I mean, he can just blaze right by you.
Wholesale player changes going on here by Collinsville. 5 new players on, 5 players coming off. A throw-in will be coming, and it won't be Jackson Peril because he is going to the bench.
Looks like we've got Hugo Gonzalez entering the game for his first varsity minutes this year.
Somebody has to come over and throw the ball in. That's what they were waiting on.
Hugo taking a left back position. Borm moving to center back. Compton rotating out.
Garofalo sends one over the net and off to the other side, where the JV Kahawks have gathered to watch this game. The ones who aren't on the varsity roster, that is.
Right.
And Quinn Van Horn will send us back to action. Reed by Kanik is into the game.
I think those are his first varsity minutes of the year as well.
Yeah.
Coach Lugie, again, trying to keep legs fresh with a long week coming up.
Belleville West gets back to action, trying to push it up to the offensive side. They have not spent a lot of time in their offensive zone, that's for sure.
Great step by Borm. He's got to connect the pass when he comes out of it, though.
Back to the defense, and now up to the offense for Belleville West. They bring it up, and here is Stogner, and Stogner mad at himself that time, and he tried to lead a pass over there on that far sideline to Blake Goodman, but way overshot Goodman. What in the world kind of a throw-in was that? Efren Lopez looked like he wanted to throw it far. At the last second, he changed his mind and it traveled about 1.5 feet.
You know, something that I've learned over the last several years of coaching youth soccer is that they don't teach the proper way to do throw-ins anymore. It's just a kind of a forgotten skill. It doesn't get much attention, and I see it all the time on the youth level, and now I'm seeing it here at the high school level.
Van Horn sends it in, and it goes off of Borm's head and immediately off of the head of Alex Stogner as well. So a double shot to the head. 2 heads for the price of 1. Another throw-in coming from the far side for Efren Lopez. He throws it up that far side sideline. Belleville West takes it over, and they'll try to head back the other direction. Here is Caleb Bilsing. Bilsing gets it up just a little bit farther, but a nice close in there by Collinsville's defense. Creates a little havoc for Ethan Ellis. And then the ball ends up into the Collinsville bench. K-Hawks will take over as we come up on, is that 16?
That looks like 16:30.
Why does my clock say 15? I guess I might have hit the last. There we go. Just up it by a minute. I like my clock better.
I didn't realize my back would hurt so much standing here for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it does that. I have the same problem as well. I don't have the best backs in the world. I've been to the chiropractor more times than I can remember.
I bet you know one.
I do. I know a very good one.
Yeah.
Although I haven't been to a chiropractor in a long time, I got fixed up by one. This was way before I started Kahok Sports Network, and I was out of work for like 7 weeks because of a bad back. Messed with my, and I still have a bad sciatic nerve down my left leg. I had to carry my left leg with me. I drug it everywhere I went for about 7 weeks.
It's funny you say that. I just had back surgery for the same thing this summer.
Man.
Great step by Hensler.
Yeah, over here to this side now for
Will
Martin.
He's
Martin.
Up.
He got off. He got this second half started off with a bang because Will Martin had about, 4 or 5 scoring opportunities in the first 5 minutes?
Yep. Coming down that left side. Now
Yeah.
that looks like they moved him to a center mid role now. Coach Lugie kind of juggling the lineup, moving kids around, different positions.
Battle for the ball going on over on the far side. And it's popped into the offensive zone for Belleville West, trying to track it down before it goes out of bounds, and no luck there for number 9, Sam Caratanos for Belleville West. So Collinsville gets the throw in, comes back to Will Martin. Martin sends the ball up the line, and that one's just going to be a little bit too far. And
Sam Garofalo was a step or two
Yep.
offsides.
.1440 left to play. And a free kick coming, and a long way to go for Belleville West. And it's sent out of bounds off of the head of Hugo Gonzalez, the sophomore defender for Collinsville.
Hugo scoring in the JV game on a penalty kick.
Yep, that was the first goal of that game. And a throw-in coming from Ian Petrie. The other goal was scored by Kevin Figueroa in that game, and that's right to Miguel Gaspar. That had a little bend to it as well. Nice job by Gaspar to stay with it.
I was told Miguel Gaspar was a field player last year.
Yeah, he was last year.
And they turned him into a goalie.
Yeah, because last year it was Tate Wyatt and Carter Wagner. Gaspar was definitely on the field, but not in between the pipes. He is now. Collinsville with the lead and the ball. Far side sideline. Belleville West gets it back. And an opportunity to bring it in on offense again, but
this is for Gaspar here.
Good defensive play, and Gaspar comes out, takes care of it on the kick, sends it back up, and at midfield, that is read by Kanik, who got his foot on the ball, and now Shiragi, he'll hop, skip, and jump his way all the way up to midfield, and he'll get it right back. And look at Shiragi playing some offense,
making the run. Shiragi showing some athleticism for a big guy coming out of the back. I like it.
Yeah. Hockey, they call that pinching in, so we'll take the pinch in whenever we can here for Shiragi.
I think he had aspirations of a goal there, Todd.
I think so, too. He took off running like he had that on his mind. 12.5 minutes to go here in the second half. Collinsville leads 3-0. Tag Baker with 2 goals, one in the first, one in the second. And the other goal belongs to the freshman Trey Peterson. Belleville West looking for their first goal of the season. They send it downfield. With it, Colin Reeb. Reeb being pressured from behind, and that's a nice job there by Borm. And he sends it back even farther into his defense, and now up it comes to Aiden Hensler. Hensler will send it back again, and it'll be Efren Lopez who will send the ball up the sideline. A little chip pass over there on that far sideline. Nicely done by Reed by Canick. And the play stays over there, and then it ends up going out of bounds, and Collinsville will have a throw in.
It was a good battle between Borm and Reeb. Their teammates on their club ECNL team with a lot of these boys out here, as a matter of fact. So a little friendly rivalry going on the field today.
Garofalo gets it up to Hensler. Hensler back over to Garofalo, and then starting up the sideline. Colin Ogle with a shot toward the goal, and that one just knocked out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick restart coming up here for Quinn Van Horn.
Great opportunity for Aiden Hensler to get on the score sheet today. Just missed to the left of the Belleville West goalkeeper.
Nice to see fans in the stands. Get an email weekly from Superintendent Brad Skirtich here at Collinsville. And throughout the whole entire district, the Collinsville Unit 10 district had one teacher in quarantine over the last week. That was it.
Speaking of Superintendent Skirtich, boy, what a hire he's been for
Man,
this
I tell
district.
you what.
What a huge supporter of the athletic program, but the communication that comes out of the superintendent's office now is amazing.
Sure is.
And I know the parents enjoy that.
Here comes an opportunity for Collinsville up the sideline on the offensive side of things, but Belleville West took it away. Collinsville gets it right back, and up the middle it goes. Now back over here for Will Martin. Martin sends the ball toward the goal, had a little bend to it. He also had Peterson wide open here on the left wing and chose not to send it to him. Or excuse me, that wasn't Peterson. That was Lorsbach.
Yep.
They both have red hair.
Two red hair.
Yeah.
One with long hair, one with short.
I just saw the red hair and thought it was Peterson. Because I couldn't see his number, but once I saw the number 18, then I realized I was wrong. I will admit when I'm wrong. We have 10 minutes to play here in half number 2. And the ball over on that far sideline, sent to the middle, and a chance there for Lorsbach, but right past his head. Over here for Will Martin. He keeps the ball in and then gets it in between the legs of the defender, gets around another defender, and he's going to put it toward the middle eventually. Yes? No? Oh, man. Everything but the crossing pass toward the middle. Man, oh, man. That was a sequence over there. Here is Borm. Borm trying to get in a little bit of the offensive action as well up deep into the offensive zone. Now over on the far side for Lopez. Lopez sends it up to Colin Ogle. Ogle breaks in from the right wing, puts it in the middle again, puts it behind the player, but another opportunity for Collinsville. And then a shot by Hensler got blocked out by the defense, comes all the way back out to midfield. And trying to chase it down is Hugo Gonzalez. He ends up knocking it out of bounds, and a throw-in coming from Colin Reeb.
There was so much that went on in that last sequence down there. I can't even remember what happened.
I know.
Garofalo sent a beautiful service from that right side into the middle. And then you had Will Martin following up with a couple nifty moves. Just couldn't get the shot off.
Lore's back in on the action as well. And a whistle will give Belleville West a free kick.
It's a little far out to be a major threat.
I've seen it happen before, though.
I know. Colin Reeb strikes the ball well. Let's see what he's got.
From about 50 yards away, he'll pop it to the front of the box, and down it goes, and one bounce into the hands of Miguel Gaspar.
Linesman's calling for an offsides or something, but the referee must have waved him off.
Gaspar, he has a powerful leg kicking that ball into this wind, although the wind has kind of died down since the beginning of the game. Thankfully. I am ready for sunshine, heat, and humidity.
You and me both, buddy.
Last week was an awesome week. We had a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 60s. Sometimes we made it to 70. Felt great when you were outside standing in that sunshine, soaking up that vitamin D.
Absolutely. Being pent up inside this entire winter.
Oh, well, especially the week before that with all that cold, bitter cold and that snow.
Yep.
And another opportunity for Collinsville in the box, and Lorsbach sends it back out, and then a trip, and that's going to be called, and I don't think that Will Martin meant to do that. I think they just got their legs tangled up.
Yep. Looks like Adam Reiniger's checked back into the game. in the center mid roll. Sent a nice pass there across the middle. Again, we just couldn't cash it in.
So a free kick coming up here for Belleville West, but all the way at the opposite end of the field from which they want to be. A little volley back and forth there between a couple of defenders. And now over to the far sideline. Belleville West trying to work it up on offense. They have not had a lot of luck on the offensive side of the ball today. Matter of fact, they haven't been down into their offensive zone but maybe 3 times this half.
And they weren't much of a threat either, Todd.
Not much. Gaspar handled everything that came his way, and before that, Carter Wagner did as well.
Nice move by Aiden Hensler.
Hensler gets the ball over here to Gonzalez and then back over to Borm. Borm shoots the ball up and a nice little chip pass back onto the leg of Gonzalez. Yeah.
That was beautiful by Will Martin.
Yeah.
Great piece of skill.
Almost held by a couple of defenders on that one was Hensler. Gets it back to Shiragi. Shiragi now over to the far side. Lopez, and a pass to Lopez from Reed by Kanik ended up going behind Lopez and out of bounds.
I like that last sequence by Collinsville, moving the ball around, letting the ball do the work versus their legs doing the work. It's much easier to play soccer when you let the ball do the work.
Ball comes up. Collinsville still in control of it offensively. Gonzalez. Tried the little backward heel kick, trying to find Martin on the break on the left side, but that didn't work out. Shiragi saves the ball from going deeper into the offensive zone. And now Gonzalez trying to track the ball down. Lorsback with him, and a takedown of Lorsback by Caratanos. No whistle on the play. Ball is still loose. Comes up the near side sideline, and Collinsville trying to keep it in contention. Reiniger turns the corner but didn't take the ball with him, and then he gets it back, and now another defensive battle. Now they're going to call Reiniger. What did he do?
I'm not sure what he did there, Todd. That was a great battle by the freshman streaking down that left side. Adam Reiniger also has the ability to play a little bit of a physical game when a game gets chippy. He does a really good job.
Belleville West trying to collect themselves and make an offensive push as they trail by 3 goals with 5 minutes to play here in the second half. Far side sideline. Throw in coming up for Belleville West. They get it in to Shiragi. Shiragi to Borm. Borm in the middle of the field, sends it into the midfield circle and just past Will Martin. Belleville West gets it right back, and a nice play there by Borm, or else I tell you what, that would have been Colin Reben all alone against Gaspar.
You're right. The ball he played before that could have been played on the ground, a little bit better of a pass. He is battling.
He is. And now a whistle, and they're going to call Borm. So free kick coming from a little bit closer here for Belleville West, vying for their first goal of the season. This will be from about 35 yards away, and once again it'll be Colin Reeb who will take it. Comes with 4 minutes left to play here in the second half. So if Belleville West wants to come back, they need this ball to go in the net right now. Collinsville trying to stop that.
Well
and a one bouncer to Gaspar. No problem there for the Kahok senior goalkeeper. He's got a powerful leg.
He sure does.
Collinsville.
Nice ball in the corner.
Yeah, works the ball up. Reiniger on the right wing. Sends it toward the goal and just ticked the outside of the net on the wrong side of the goal. We are back with you Tuesday from this very location, this same very sport. Boys soccer action as O'Fallon comes to town to take on your Collinsville Kahawks. And once again, we'll have JV and varsity action for you. Then we will go to the gym on Wednesday. Alton Marquette will be in town for the girls volleyball home opener after they open up on the road on Tuesday night. So we'll be in the thick of soccer and volleyball action here as everybody's seasons got pushed to March when we were supposed to be underway in August.
I think O'Fallon's going to have a good squad this year,
Yes,
too,
they
Todd.
They usually do.
Yeah, that'll be a challenge for Collinsville next week.
Back to the defense it goes. Here is Borm.
Give it off your feet.
Borm sends it up. And Aiden Hensler sends it back over to Lopez. Lopez pops the ball back into the offensive zone. Race for it over there on the far side sideline and pushed out by Collinsville. So Belleville West will have a throw in. It all comes with about 2:15 left to play here in this one. I don't think we're going to be heading to overtime this time. Hush your mouth, Todd. Far side sideline, Belleville West, and could they get there in time?
Good job.
I think they did. Under 2 to go.
They calling it on the West ball?
I don't know.
Clearly, I guess it is.
The referee just kind of had his hand up in the air. He wasn't pointing in any direction. It is going to be a throw-in over there from where the corner flag is for Colin Reeb and Belleville West. And here it comes. Right off of someone's head and at the corner, the far side corner, Miguel Gaspar, and it came right into his arms and he almost bobbled it. He did once, but he got it right back. Gaspar sends it out with another strong kick. That ball takes a bounce into the Collinsville offensive zone just barely, and then Kahawks bring it down. And another nice feed.
Reiniger's through.
And a through, but I think a little bit of a tug that Zach Bilsing got away with over there, just as Adam Reiniger was turning the corner.
Yeah, he definitely fouled him.
1 minute to go here in the second half, and it'll be a free kick for Collinsville. Mahat is over there, as well as Reiniger. And we'll see which one of these wants to take it.
I'm going to bet this is going to be Reiniger. Nope.
Nope. Now they're going to pass it to Reiniger. He was going to try to sneak in over there on that right wing, but couldn't get it past the defenders, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And Collinsville will have a throw-in, and it'll be Landon Mahat.
Landon Mahat's dad is a ex-Kahawk great. I think he was part of the 81 team, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the year I graduated.
Very good player.
Throwing up his hands was Mikey Hoffman. He's like, you're supposed to pass it to me, not hit me in the back with it. Final seconds tick off of this one, and Collinsville will pick up win number 1 on the year and improve to 1-1. A 3-0 victory here by the Collinsville Kahawks, and thank you very much there, Mr. Brett, for doing this for us, man. Appreciate it. You did a fine job, by the way.
It was a lot more fun than I had anticipated.
I know. Coach Smith told me you were very nervous when he ran into you this morning, so
a little bit.
I hope we alleviated the nerves just a little bit for you, and you felt a little bit more comfortable as the day went on.
Got better.
So before we let you get out of here, your thoughts on the 2 games that you witnessed?
Well, I really liked the effort out of both teams today. I think both teams came out ready to play after suffering the losses on Tuesday against Edwardsville. They came out with some fire, some energy, and they moved the ball well, and that was good to see tonight. So
sure was, and I like the way that Collinsville defense kept the offense engaged and kept the field kind of tilted there. It was a very big advantage for Collinsville in the second half, as really Belleville West didn't have much going on down at this end.
No, not much of a threat at all in that second half. Collinsville's pretty strong defensively. They're back. They got options for sure. There's 6 players back there that can hold that fort down for sure.
All right, sir. Will we see you out here Tuesday?
I'll be here.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Brett Borum, and we thank him for joining us. And now we transition ourselves into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. To find out what those are, just give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Back here at Collinsville High School in the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show. Collinsville wins this one this afternoon 3-0 to even their record at 1-1. They drop Belleville West to 0-2, and Belleville West looking for their first goal of the year after a 3-0 loss Tuesday to O'Fallon, and then the 3-0 setback here today by Collinsville. JV team also won today. They won by a final score of 2-0 on a first-half goal by Hugo Gonzalez, and another goal a little bit later on by Kevin Figueroa. So both teams win here this afternoon. Here in the nightcap, if you will. Collinsville got 2 goals from Tag Baker. The senior scored 1 in the first half, about 7 minutes into the game, and then 1 in the second half, about almost a little less than halfway through that second half. And with about 7 minutes left to go in the first half, first goal as a varsity player for freshman Trey Peterson. And that is the way that this one comes to a close. Carter Wagner did a great job in goal while he was in there, and he gave way to Miguel Gaspar. About 15 minutes left to go in the game for that second half, so both goalkeepers got a little bit of action today, and Collinsville again comes out on top 3-0. We are back here Tuesday night. More boys soccer action for you, Southwestern Conference action, as O'Fallon comes to town to take on your Collinsville Kahawks, and then the very next night we'll be over in the gym for the girls' home opener in girls' volleyball action as Alton Marquette comes to town to take on your Lady Kahawks. Big thank you to Brett Borm for taking the time out of his day and spending it here with us in the JV game and the varsity game, providing us a little color commentary as well as operating the camera. We certainly do appreciate that. My name is Todd Duke, and until Tuesday night, everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your weekend.